dark night of danger shrouds Desmond Hall. Beyond the mansion, the fields that lie beneath a moonless sky stop at the cliffs above the river. Here, the master of Desmond Hall searches for a missing house guest. On such a night, one could take one step forward into darkness and plunge to his death. But there is another darkness that threatens Desmond Hall. A witch woman leads the innocent Emily to the edge of destruction.
It is time to enter the abyss. Time for vows which will unite you to the Prince of Darkness. Step forward to his altar. Power of darkness, give ear to your servant. Grant me this strength to enlist this girl in the circle of fire. She knows your will and will follow without question.
It is understood. It is agreed.
O Prince of Darkness, grant me this vassal. Oh, hear me. She stands before you as your promised bride. With this ring, she plights her troth. Receive it as a sign of your union with him.
I do receive it.
He has answered. Make the promise of your services.
O Master, controller of my fate from this day forth, I promise complete obedience. Grant me vengeance on him who took me to his heart and then betrayed me. Give me the power to extinguish life and death from him and the woman he loves. I promise, in return for the death of Jean-Paul Desmond. It is done.
No. There is a disturbance. I feel it. A power at Desmond Hall. A power which was not there before. Oh, all-seeing eye. Oh, you who see the hidden wickedness of man. Reveal to me the image of my enemy. It can't be. The ceremonies must end. Philip Desmond has returned from the dead.
Who is it? Who's there?
It's me, Mother.
Court.
Your son. Who else would call you Mother?
Did you find him?
Not a sign of him.
Jean-Paul is still searching. He hasn't come back yet. I've made some coffee. It will warm you, and then you can go out again.
I don't think I will go out again.
Philip must be found.
Must he?
Drink this. It'll warm you.
I'm quite warm and very well and quite content, really.
Court. The man may be dead.
Well, then there's no use searching for him, is there?
Sometimes I look at you, and I hear you speak, and I'm frightened, Court. What are you?
Your son, Mother. I'm going to bed.
Court.
This man who called himself Philip Desmond isn't Philip. He doesn't belong here. And if he's going to be foolish enough to wander around in a strange land in the darkness and make the wrong step, it isn't my fault.
Court. And if he dies?
He dies, Mother.
Good evening, Ada.
Yes?
Late, I know, but I couldn't resist stopping by to see Jean-Paul. If you'll announce me.
Jean-Paul isn't in.
Well, then, his visitor. You do have a visitor.
There's no one home. I'm quite alone. Irene, I'd suggest you drop by another time.
Ah, Mrs. Hatter, what a pleasant surprise at this time of night.
You're not alone anymore, dear Ada. It's never too late to call on friends. I do hope I'm welcome.
Some tea for Mrs. Hatter, Ada, if you please.
Oh, it's too late for tea. Come along. We'll talk. And I'll catch up on the news.
You shouldn't be here.
Aren't you going to offer me a drink?
You left Emily alone?
Emily is quite harmless. I'll have a drink, please. You have a visitor. Who is he?
I'm not sure.
You've seen him?
Very briefly. He says he's Philip Desmond.
Is he Philip Desmond?
Philip was taken care of a long time ago.
I saw a vision of your visitor. If it is Philip...
Philip is dead.
Oh, your hands tremble, Laszlo. This visitor looks like Philip, doesn't he?
Yes. But he can't be Philip. He says he's not Jean-Paul's brother. He says he's his cousin. In fact, he says that Philip is dead.
How does he know that?
If this is Philip Desmond...
If?
I said, if this is Philip Desmond, we are in great danger. He knows all about us, everything.
That's why he was dispatched.
But was he dispatched?
You're afraid, Laszlo. You're shaking like a coward. You demanded charge of the coven. Why do you think I come here in the night to protect us? Because you have no faith. You know, I'm not afraid of Philip Desmond. Whether he's come back to life or whether he's a ghost, we can remove him.
Who is it? Who's there? Answer me. Quito, have they found him? Have you seen your master? Then we must continue the search. I'm going to look for Philip. Quito, what is it? The fog. The fog is coming in? And he's lost, isn't he? He's lost. What if it is Philip? What if it is?